we're 6 games in the NBA season, so we've seen these teams a little bit. So just some quick reactions from you.
I think what jumps out to me most is something that's not going to surprise either of us, and that's just the absolute dominance of the Celtics. That team is so special, man. Things are clicking. We've seen some really, really great performances from their new acquisitions. Obviously, Kristaps Porzingis was very instrumental in taking down the Knicks in first game. A lot of great stuff from Drew Holiday. He's just going to give you that 3-and-D stuff. He's going to do that. He's going to play that playoff basketball all year round. He's starting early, and Tatum is probably going to be an MVP candidate this year, I'd say. So that's pretty exciting. That's probably the biggest thing that's jumped out to me is just how great they've looked.
Dominant.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about you, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there. I mean, Tatum's averaging 30 points a game through 6 games, which is
Dog.
crazy. It's 5th in the NBA right now. They have a couple stat leaders as well. Derek White is 2nd in 3-point percentage. He's shooting 57.9. And they need that from their ancillary players to continue rolling like this. They look great. They look really, really good. I hope Jason Tatum has taken like a little bit of a leap. The one that kind of stepped out to me is on your own Knicks team over there, and it's that the Knicks cannot win with Julius Randle playing the way he is. They just can't. Yeah. He's still getting some double doubles, but his field goal percentage is absolutely brutal. He's not playing like an all pro. He's not playing at that caliber, and they're struggling without it.
He had the worst shooting percentage of any player in their first 6 games since 1959. So
that's just, you can't win with that.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I'm one of the there's about 7 of us Knicks fans who are still like, yeah, no, we support Julius. And it's like, I just feel like I've seen this movie before. Yeah.
I think what we've seen from Julius Randle is a little bit like actually concerning. Like it's not clickbaity for me. It's like, this man's not playing as well he has for a lot of his career.
He's a streaky player. I think he's a special player. I think he is probably transitioning. I would like to see him transition into that next chapter of his career. He kind of played the pseudo 1B role last year. Personally, I'm very comfortable if he steps down to the 2 role on this year's Knicks team. And I don't mean to speak too soon, because if you overreact in a bad way, you also might overreact in a good way. But RJ Barrett is looking every bit like the guy they drafted in the top 5. So if RJ Barrett can step into the 2 and Randall can slide down to the 3 even, and you have a 2-time All-NBA in the last 3 years player in the 3, and he's just playing smarter and playing more efficient basketball, and the hustle's been there. His effort has been there all year, which has been a problem with Julius Randle in the past. So I will take the good with the bad, and I'll hold steady with this Knicks team at the moment.
There's only one team in the NBA that's won 7 games, and that's the NBA championship Nuggets from last season. They are just as good as they were.
Where's the fall off?
What's to say there? I mean, Bruce Brown's gone. Sure, it doesn't look like they're really missing him that much. Michael Never Swing the Walk Porter has assists through 7 games. So it's a new season there in Nuggets, but it's the same old. Jokic looks just as good as he always has. Jamal Murray is playing that 2 slot really well. They're playing efficient basketball, good defense. I mean, they're going to be a force again this year.
The Nuggets are the team that your basketball coach should show you. They just play the most X's and O's appropriate basketball I've ever seen in my life. It's so fundamentally sound. And that's, I mean, there's something to be said for that.
Not a ton of wasted movement in their plays at all, really.
Do the Spurs have any sleeper potential with Wemby and all their young talent? Do they have any sleeper potential? I personally think they do.
I do, but I don't think it'll be there necessarily this year. Yeah. They've won more games than people expected them. They're 3-4. They beat the Suns in that
I think they beat them twice. No, did they just beat them once?
Yeah. I didn't actually watch that second game, but I do think
the one game where Wemby had the crazy steal and
the steal to win the game. I mean, they're better than. I mean, Popovich is one of the best coaches.
Right.
They now have an insane talent in Wembanyama, but I don't think they're there this year. I don't think they're going to be playoff competitive this year.